Shanti, today is Murli. Sweet children, you come to Father in order to be refreshed. When you meet the Father, all your tiredness from the path of devotion is removed. On the path of devotion, we always wandered here and there. How much tiredness will be there in the hot sun, in so much crowd, standing in the queue? So, question is, what method does Baba use to refresh your children? Answer is Baba refreshes you by continually giving you this knowledge. He continuously gives us this knowledge. So daily new points, he refreshes. You are also refreshed by having remembrance of Baba. The golden age is in fact true land of rest. You lack nothing there for which you would have to make effort. As soon as your children take Shiv Baba lap, you receive rest and all your tiredness is removed. So, Om Shanti, the father sits here and explains. And because father sits and explains through this Dada listens to him at the same time. Dada means Brahma Baba. This Dada understands just like you do. Dada is not called God. These are the versions of God. What does the father explain? May you become soul conscious. This is because unless you consider yourself to be souls, you cannot remember the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul at present. All souls are impure. Impure ones are called human beings, whereas pure ones are called deities. These things are very easy to understand and explain to others. It is human being who call out, O purifier of the impure one. Deities never call out. Deities never call out in this way. So at present, all souls are impure. Impure ones are called human beings, whereas pure ones are called deities. These things are very easy to understand and explain to others. It is human being who call up. What does they call it? Oh, purifier and we pure, come. It is never call out in this way. The purifier Father comes at the call of impure ones. He makes souls pure and also establish a pure new world. It is soul who call out to the Father. Bodies do not call out. Souls only calling out. So everyone remember the power-locking Father, the one who is ever pure. This world is old. One second. So this world is old. The Father makes the world new and pure. Some people say that they have unlimited happiness here in the old world. They have plenty of wealth and property here, and so they think that this is heaven for them. Many people who has so much wealth, no, they are thinking they are in heaven. How would they accept the things you say? So it is senseless to consider this iron aged world to be heaven. How much disease? Heaven will be full of disease. How much death, sudden death? So this world has reached a state of total decay. There is one movie that came in Hindi where it is there that the soul, it is ghost movie, and every soul who one soul was killing the other souls. And when he was killing, he was writing on the wall, "You are decayed." Eight? You want more? There in the tawa, you can take it. But still, people say that they are sitting in heaven. If your children are unable to explain this, the father would definitely ask if your intellect are made up of stone. Are you not able to explain this to others? Only when you become those with divine intellect will you be able to make other the same as yourself. You have to make effort very well. There is no question of being embarrassed about this. However, human beings are unable to forget very quickly the wrong ideas that their intellect have been filled with for half a cycle. Until you have accurate recognition of the Father, you won't be able to have the power. Until we don't recognize the Father, we cannot be able to have that power. The Father says human beings have not been reformed by studying those Vedas and scriptures. They become worse day by day. We can see when they were reading the Vedas and scriptures, they fallen down. They have become Tamo Pradhan from Sato Pradhan. It is not in anyone's intellect how we were Sato Pradhan deity and how we came down. No one knows anything at all. Instead of 84 births, they speak of 8.4 million births. Therefore, how could they know anything? So, therefore, how could they know anything? They are speaking not for 84 birth, but 8.4 million birth. No one, no one but the Father can give you the light of this knowledge. Everyone continues to stumble from door to door, one after another. They have continued to come down. I have now reached the bottom. They have used up all their strength. Their intellect have no strength with which to recognize the Father accurately. The Father comes and opens the lock on everyone's intellect. Then they become so refreshed. You children come to the Father in order to be refreshed. You have rest in your home. When you find the Father, all your tiredness from the path of devotion, how nice, no? When we go in Param Dham, sit with Father, all tiredness go. The golden age is also called land of rest. You receive so much rest there. There you do not lack anything for which you would have to make effort. Here the Father as well as this Dada refreshes you. As soon as you come into Shiv Baba lab, you receive so much rest. Rest means silence. People go to rest when they are tired. Some go to one place to rest, other go somewhere else to rest. However, there is no refreshment in that rest. Here, the Father refreshes you so much with this knowledge. You also become refreshed by having remembrance of Father. From being Tamo Pradhan, you continue to become Sato Pradhan. You come here to the Father in order to become Sato Pradhan. The Father says, sweetest children, remember the Father. The Father has explained how the world cycle turns and how and where all souls receive rest. It is the duty of you children to give everyone the Father's message. The Father says, remember me, and you will become master of this inheritance. The Father creates the new world of heaven at the confluence age. You go and become the master there. Then in Copper Age, you are cursed by Maya Ravan and you lose all your purity, peace, happiness, wealth, etc. The Father has also explained you how you gradually lose them. Hmm? We lost all our purity, peace, happiness, wealth, everything. There cannot be any rest in this land of sorrow, whereas there is nothing but rest in the land of happiness. People become very tired by performing devotion. They become very tired by performing devotion for birth after birth, and you become totally poverty stricken. The Father sits here and explains all these secrets. When new one come here, you have to explain so much to them. They think about everything so much. They are afraid that they might have a magic spell cast on them. However, you are the one who said that God is the magician. He is doing magic, that our sanskar, our habit, our bad behavior, everything changes. So the father says, yes, I truly am a magician, but I do not perform magic to change people into sheep or goats. Your intellect can understand which one are like goats. There is the song that says, what could a goat know about the celestial sounds of heaven? At present, people are like sheep and goats. All of those stories refer to this place. The song refer to this time. People are unable to understand even at the end of the cycle. They hold such a large fear for Chandika, the cremator goddess. Who is she? Who was she? They say that she was goddess. They do not have such names in the golden age. They have beautiful name in the golden age. Those in the golden age community are called elevated, where those in the iron age community have been given dirty titles. One wouldn't say that people of today are elevated. It is the deities who are called elevated. There is a saying that it didn't take God long to change human beings into deities. The Father has explained to you the secret of how deities change into human beings and how human beings change into deities. That is the deity world, and this is a human world. Day is light and night is darkness. This knowledge is light and devotion is darkness. It is the called sleep of ignorance. You understand, nobody else understand. You understand that you knew nothing of this previously. No, we were not knowing anything. You used to say niti niti, which means you didn't know. You now understand that you were atheist previously and you didn't know the unlimited Father. He is your true eternal Baba. He is called Father of all souls. You children know that you now belong to the unlimited Father. The Father gives you children this incognito knowledge. You cannot receive this knowledge from human beings. You souls are incognito, and this knowledge that you souls imbibe is also incognito. You souls speak this knowledge through your mouth. You souls stay in incognito remembrance of incognito Father. The Father says, children, do not become body conscious. Body consciousness makes you lose your strength. By becoming soul conscious, your souls accumulate power within yourself. The Father says, you have to continue to move along while very clearly understanding the secret of the drama. Those who very clearly understand the secret of this imperishable drama will remain constantly cheerful. At this time, people make so much effort to go above because they think that there is a world up there. They have heard, the scientists, they try to go up They've heard from scripture that there is a world up there, so they want to go and see it. Because this world population has grown so much, they try to establish a world up there. There only used to be one original eternal deity religion in Bharat. There is no other world. There were no other land, etc. Then the population grew so much. Just think about it. The deities must have been living in such a small area of Bharat. Paristan means land of fairies, existed by the bank of river Jamuna, where Lakshmi and Narayan ruled. The world was then so beautiful in Satapradhan. There was natural beauty. The entire sparkle is in soul. Some of you children have had vision of how Shri Krishna take birth. It is as though there is a light in the whole room. The father sits here and explains to you children, you are now making effort to go to Paristan, land of fairies. It isn't that you become angel by taking a dip in that lake. Lakes have been given those false names. By speaking of hundreds of thousands of years, they have completely forgotten everything. You now remember everything number wise according to the efforts you make. We should think about how such tiny soul plays such large parts through their bodies. Just look at the state of someone's body after the soul has left it. It is soul who play parts. It is matter of deep thought. All the actors of the whole world have to act out their own parts. There cannot be slightest difference in their own part. All the acts are being repeated identically. There can be no doubt about this. There can be difference between every one intellect because our mind and intellect are in each soul. When children know that they are going to receive a scholarship, they have happiness in their hearts. Here too, as soon as you come in and see your aim and objective, Lakshmi Narayan, in front of you, you definitely become happy. You now know that you are studying here in order to become like them. There isn't any other school where you see your aim and objective for your next birth. You can see how you are becoming like Lakshmi and Narayan. We are now at conference age and studying this education in order to become like Lakshmi and Narayan in the future. This is such an incognito study. There should be so much happiness when you see your aim and objective. There is no limit to your happiness. This is what a school should be like. This school is incognito but very powerful. Normally, according to how important study is, there would be many facilities. However, here you study while sitting on the floor. It is you soul who have to study, and so whether you sit on floor or on a throne, you should be jumping with the joy of becoming like Lakshmi Narayan after studying for that and passing the exams. The Father has now come and given you children his introduction and told you how he enters this one and teaches you. The Father doesn't teach deities. How could deities have this knowledge? People become confused and ask, do deities not have this knowledge? It was by studying this knowledge that they become deities. Having become deities, what need would they have for this knowledge? Would you continue to study to become a barrister after you had become a barrister and were earning an income? Acha. To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, revenge, and good morning from Mother, Father, Bap, Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. From we spiritual children, love, revenge, and good morning to Mother, Father, and Bap, Dada. Namaste, Baba, Namaste, Shukriya, Baba, Shukriya. Essence for Dharna. First, remain cheerful by accurately understanding the secret of this imperishable drama. Each actor has to play his own part in this drama, and he plays it identically every cycle. By keeping your aim and objective in front of you, you should be jumping with the joy of becoming like them. Let it remain in your intellect that it is through this study that you are becoming like Lakshmi and Narayan. So we have to be cheerful that who we are going to be, and every actor has their own part, and they are accurately playing their part, and who we are going to become like. So blessing is, may you move at fast speed by taking powerful support of remembrance and service and become a conqueror of Maya. Hmm? If we have balance between remembrance and service, we become conqueror of Maya. The basis of Brahmin life is remembrance and service. And when both of these supports are powerful, you will then continue to move ahead at a fast speed. If there is too much service and remembrance, is weak, or if remembrance is very good and service is weak, then in each case you cannot move with fast speed. There has to be fast speed in both remembrance and service. Let remembrance and altruistic service take place at the same time, and it will then be easy to become a conqueror of Maya. Victory will be visible in every deed, even before the completion of that deed. Slogan: continue to move along while considering this world to be spiritual game and adverse situation to be spiritual toys. We should consider this world as a spiritual game, and the situation is our spiritual toys. If we keep made our mindset like that, no situation can disturb us. Thank you, Baba. Thank you. Shukriya, Baba. Shukriya. Om Shanti.